you want to control your life, start by controlling your body. Not even changing your body, but more like controlling your body. I've always had this thought that if we can just learn how to do things with this, then we can eventually also learn how to do things with this. And this idea about mental toughness and mental resilience and its connection to fitness is nothing new. People have been talking about it all for decades now. Like my first fitness influencer, my biggest fitness influencer, which his name was Tom Venuto. Is Tom Venuto? He's still alive, so shouldn't be using words. So he started with he is a bodybuilder, natural bodybuilder, trainer, coach, as well as an NLP practitioner. So he wrote this in his book. He said that um, doing physical fitness will increase mental toughness, and a lot of my friends also resonate the same sentiment. And in the recent NLP certification course which I have attended, they talked about the idea of physiology, psychology. So basically, what we do with our body can kind of influence how we think, and what we think can also influence how we feel. So it just goes both ways. As an example, if I'm like that, okay, there is a certain feeling that I'm getting. If I'm like that, there's a certain feeling that I'm getting. So it's a very interesting dynamic, which I'm not quite sure how it happened. So I decided to think about this today. I'm then reminded by a talk, a graduation speech given by a retired army general. And he talked something along the lines of, it's from Goldcast. He said something along the lines of, if you want to change the world, start by making your bed. But what does it mean actually? Why is it that controlling our body will allow us to control our life? In its most simplistic sense, what I've came to over the past half an hour was that our body is the most controllable factor. When I say control, I'm not talking about results. I'm talking about what we do with our body. It's the most controllable, easiest to control thing in our life. Results we cannot control. Behavior we can most likely control. Our mind, what goes on in our head, it's you cannot control that as well, because the mind is a very powerful subject. The more you try to control here, the more you try to wrestle with this one, the more miserable you will become. It's a very powerful thing. So the answer that I came to was that if I eliminate everything else that I cannot control in my life, I can control my two hands. I can control whether I'm seated or I'm standing. I can control this. So a lot of times, a lot of us who are miserable, who are, life is running amok, caused by whatever it is that we've been doing, and things may feel really honestly terrible right now. If let's say sometimes people feel lethargy, sometimes people feel a lot of anxiety, right? Sometimes you feel a lot of stress or burnout. There are so many things that we can do, but there's even more that we can't control, and the only thing that we can truly control is this body. So my idea is this: if you want to control your life, I think that starting by doing exercise, starting by doing certain things, whatever it is, maybe yoga, maybe running, maybe walking, maybe swimming, doing something consistently on a day-to-day basis will help a lot in terms of control, in terms of gaining the confidence necessary, because it's like, I can do this, what else can I do? Which then gives a certain other level of confidence to continuously try and play with many other things. So I guess that's my take on it. I think today is a bit short, but I am still wrapping my head around this. One thing is for sure though, I am gonna include this exercise bit into my new program starting in starting in December 1st, and December 1st is about self-mastery. It's about mastering your body, mastering your mind, mastering your intellect. It's about self-determination. It is a mastery of self. If you want to find out more about this, I encourage you to come for my webinar tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. It is about self-mastery. It is about how do you turn procrastinations or hyperactivity into endless motivation. And if things like this sounds great to you, I encourage you to fully go and register for it. Just comment willpower and I will contact you with the details. Thank you. See you.